for this part, we're going to explain to you what CAPE is. CAPE stands for Change, Awareness, Participation and Equality, and it's a youth forum set up for young people with disabilities from organisations such as Destin, Cedarburn Foundation, Boyle Down Syndrome, and Pennyburn Youth Club. CAPE started back in July of 2013, and the main aim of the forum is for us young people to be advocating for inclusive practice, to get our voice heard, and to make youth clubs more disability friendly for our younger peers. Our CAPE Youth Forum affects us as young people, other young people with disabilities, youth clubs, youth leaders, young people and family members, and hopefully by the end of this presentation it will also affect you.
CAPE Youth Forum meets every Friday at 6 p.m. at Destin since July. During this time we have got to know each other, teamed up exercise at the play trails, social skills, and 9 of us complete our OCN level 1 and young people acting as peer mentors. We then got to the online as a big reward for completing the course. We did disability awareness training with Dirk O'Hara, presentation skills with Danielle. We then went on to Night Residential to Cormier, where we got to relax from our hectic lives and stresses. The last few weeks we have been developing this presentation ourselves, making the invitation and practicing. After Christmas we are going to launch our media campaign. Go on study visit to meet groups like us and organise a belly walk.
We just have a few questions for you online. Raise your hand if you know someone with special needs or in your school or your club. Raise your hand if you know someone in your family with special needs. Raise your hand if someone in your football doesn't club has special needs. Raise your hand if you have a friend with special needs.
Some more questions now. Raise your hand if you watch the Special Olympics. Raise your hand if you have ever seen someone being bullied. Raise your hand if you know what this disability means. Raise your hand if you are willing to learn.
It's good to see some of you want to learn about this. So here's what a disability is. Well, when we think of disability, we often think of wheelchairs because it's kind of plastered everywhere. But only 5% of disabled people actually use a wheelchair. So what is a disability? Well, according to the Equality Act of 2010, a person is considered to be disabled if they have, and I quote, a physical or mental impairment which has a substantial and long-term adverse effect on their ability to perform normal day-to-day activities. And there are 4 categories in which a person can fall into a disability. A physical impairment can include paralysis, epilepsy, and multiple sclerosis. And a sensory impairment can include blind, deaf, and colorblindness.
Impairment can include bipolar, dementia, schizophrenia. A learning impairment can include ADHD, autism, dyslexia. In conclusion, when people think of disability, they think that we are held back by them, assuming that we need help. We can't do things by ourselves. Because of that mindset, people see the disability before the person.
Did you know that some people can see and take faith in magazines and newspapers for being famous or really smart? Have disabilities one who also kidneys for then carry the must be like poor weapons from discomfort as ADHD, blood and plate history syndrome. Bill Gates president of Microsoft has also directed from Red Weapon as disability.
What is bullying? Bullying is causing physical, mental, or emotional pain to someone through fighting, name calling, gossiping, or cyberbullying, laughing and jokes. One time I was bullied on Facebook. They were writing bad words about me and laughing at me behind my back. This wasn't nice because it made me feel upset, lonely, and hurt. This is why you should never bully anyone.
What is exclusion? Exclusion is leaving someone out because they are different, because they are disability, because of disability, colour of the skin, religion, or culture beliefs, and make them feel that they don't belong here. I went to seminary school and I loved it. But one day on my playground I was looking, the gang of girls came up to me and my friends, and started pushing me and starting on me. Why are you at this school for? You don't belong here. So this is really bad because I felt upset, scared, but angry, because I have most right to be there as them. So please remember this before you bully anyone.
My name is David and I have autism. And personally, I like going to the movies and hanging out with my friends, just like any other person. What I don't like is vegetables and narrow-minded people. But I hope you see me as a person and not a label.
My name is Lisa. Lisa, I have Down syndrome. I like bowling, drama, and surfing. I don't like bullying, spiders, and sports. I hope you know you see me as a person and not a label.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I have epilepsy and ADHD. I like gaming, movies, and comics. I don't like sodas or basketballs. I hate heights. I hope you see me as a person, not a label.
My name is
my name is Keelan. I have learning disability. I like going to support players at AFC, going to the cinema, and of course going to the bar. I don't like peas, Brussels sprouts, and mash. I hope you now see me as a person and not a label.
My name is Laura, and I'm 27. I like going to the cinema, swimming, and skiing. I don't like cats and bumblebees. But you see me as a person not a label.
What can we see are close to make us included? We sometimes feel scared and sad, confused in case we laugh and learn. We can make part anything. That's what we can do. We create training for staff and volunteers. Better to spirit access and people on the screen. Effective equipment for the screen. This will help us feel at home.
What can the young people do to make us feel more included? We sometimes feel afraid because some young people laugh and make jokes and don't want to play with us. This is what you can do. Set us for who we are. Understand us, ask us questions. Don't be afraid of us. Tell me